Hey guys, Cryptodad here again, and I have another cautionary tale to tell you about crypto security, specifically computer security. Now, the tale I'm going to tell you is a Reddit post that talks about someone getting their Coinbase account drained. And there are a lot of factors that surround this particular case, but I want to go into what I feel is one of the key points here, and that is the vulnerability of a passkey that uses your computer as the passkey. So let's jump in. So here's the Reddit post, and I will link this down below so that you can read more details about this. Basically, he's giving a story that he lost a large amount of Ethereum that he was storing on Coinbase. And the way the story unfolds is that he was letting his child use his computer, and the child installed something for a Roblox exploit, which is online game that a lot of kids are playing these days. And there are exploits out there that allow them to, I don't know, use the service for free or cheat in a game or something along those lines. And the child was able to install the exploit and disable the virus protection of the computer. And once this happened, the attacker was able to gain access to the computer, gain access to the Coinbase account, and make a large withdrawal of Ethereum. Now, one of the main reasons that the attacker had full access to the Coinbase account was that this particular end user was using a passkey on the computer generated by Coinbase, and the passkey was using the device or the computer as the device. So you can use external passkeys, you can use your phone as a passkey, but in this particular case, the computer itself was the passkey. Now, whether this story is true or not, I don't know. A lot of people post things on Reddit just for fun or just sob stories, or they're trying to influence people in some way or form. It may have been something to do with this stake.com. We don't know. There's a lot of replies to this post. But basically, the main things that people are talking about are not letting your kid use your go-to computer. If you're going to do crypto, maybe use a separate computer or get your kid their own computer, or have your child log in under a different profile or Windows account, those sort of things. A lot of people point out that he should have been using a hardware wallet, and I heartily agree with all of that. But this one piqued my interest. I was curious if this were even possible when it comes to passkeys. And so I asked ChatGTP, is it possible for someone using a passkey on their computer to have their account remotely hacked? And yes, indeed, as it turns out, there is passkey vulnerability. So passkeys are designed to replace traditional passwords with something like biometric authorization, a fingerprint, a face ID on a computer. In this case, the user's computer became the passkey. So if malware had remote access to the software installed on the computer, the attacker could potentially leverage the active session or trigger the passkey authentication remotely by using a remote access Trojan or RAT malware. If the child unknowingly installed the virus, it could be an RAT, which allows a hacker to access the computer remotely, giving them full access to files, browsers, and apps, including Coinbase. Now, there's some other things here that could have happened, but these are separate from passkey access. So I would just like to run you through this. I've had a lot of people that I know that I've helped that were a little bit confused about the passkey that they inadvertently installed on Coinbase, and they were wondering why Coinbase wasn't asking them for their password anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign out from my Coinbase account, and then I'm going to sign in again. All right, so I had my account locked down pretty good. I had passkey and 2FA on there. I removed it. And why am I doing this? I want to show you how Coinbase sort of lures you into using your computer as a passkey. So if I hit sign in here, and I go to sign in with my email address and my password, so it's not going to work for me the way I wanted it to work, which was the login suggesting that you use a passkey. So I'm just going to have to go in here and do it this way. So this is what you'll normally see if you log in with a username and a password. Sometimes Coinbase will suggest that you use a passkey, and people don't realize that exactly what they're doing, because the passkey option is the default. Right? So the continue button is blue and the not now button is dim. So a normal person that's not really paying attention will just simply choose the default. And then, of course, they're going to send me a code. All right. And so what they're asking me here is to enter my Windows Hello PIN. Okay. And now they've just saved my computer, my Windows Hello, as my passkey. So now my computer is acting as the authentication for my Coinbase account. I really don't want this. Yes, it makes it so much easier to log in. I don't have to worry about remembering my password, but my computer is now the authentication method. So if someone were to take over my computer, now my Coinbase account is vulnerable. I understand that Coinbase wants to make life easier for me. It wants to make it more secure because in their mind, I'm not going to forget my password or lose my password or something like that. And usually it's only me logging in from my computer. But if my computer is compromised, then my Coinbase account is compromised. And this is really not the best way to access your Coinbase account. What we would like is to use an external passkey and my Google Authenticator two-factor. So I'm going to go ahead and turn both of those on. Now, if you don't remember how I got to this point, I was in my Coinbase account and I went up here to my profile, and then I went to settings, and then I went to accounts. And that's where you can adjust your security settings. So we want to go over to security and then to 2FA. And this is where we can harden up our security. Right? I'll do Google Authenticator. They're going to send me a code. Right? And then I can even disable text messages altogether. And so I've added my Google Authenticator back. If you've never done it before, you'll have to scan a QR code with your Google Authenticator app. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add my external ledger stacks as my external passkey. All right, it's using my Google Authenticator to get me in here. And now I've enabled my passkey again. All right, so I'll go ahead and sign out. So I sign in with my username and password, and I use my Ledger device as my external passkey. So this makes me much more secure against remote hacks. Of course, I've got antivirus on my computer, and I also have malware protection on my computer. This might be a little bit of overkill. I'm using Malwarebytes and ESET internet security. So I'm not really in danger of the remote access Trojans. But just in case, my Coinbase account is locked down with my Google Authenticator and an external passkey. So just be aware of this. If you're already using your computer as your passkey on your Coinbase account, you can go into those security settings I showed you in the account section. Upgrade your 2FA to external applications like Google Authenticator or an external passkey such as a YubiKey or a Ledger Flex or Stacks. There might be other hardware wallets or other devices that you could also use as external passkeys. Down in the comments, please throw up your preferred methods. If you've got stronger ways of securing your Coinbase account, please let me know. And of course, all of this becomes moot to a certain extent if we're using hardware wallets to store our crypto. But of course, we need Coinbase and other exchanges in order to purchase and trade and cash out our crypto. So we definitely want to keep these accounts secure as well. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click. That will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.